Hello, welcome to this Crypto Professor update on Crypto.com coin or CRO token. You may have heard rumblings in my previous videos about mainnet launch and various other fundamental changes to the Crypto.com coin. Those changes have been announced today. Furthermore, they've also announced a token burn. Now, token burn sounds quite dramatic. It sounds like it should negatively affect the price, but in actual fact, it is phenomenally bullish on cryptocurrencies. Binance Coin, for example, has regular token burns, and it has just obviously climbed a huge amount to a new all-time high recently. We're actually now at an all-time high for Crypto.com coin, but I'm going to use the analysis in this video in a later section to predict where I think the price is likely to move to, and it's a lot higher from here. But I want to just explain a little bit about what is going on with the token burn, why the market responds in this way, and how you can benefit from it. So let's start with the bare fundamentals. We've got a market cap at the moment of available cryptocurrency, that's the circulating cryptocurrency, of around $5.8 billion. A 24-hour trading volume of $1.3 billion, so quite a high 24-hour trading volume. And obviously there are 24 billion tokens currently in circulation, with around about 1 billion being released each month on average. Today, this number is changing. It's no longer going to be 100 billion, it's going down to 30 billion. So the awarding of new cryptocurrency into the market is being curtailed severely, and that means there are only less than 6 billion coins to be released over the course of the next 6 to 7 months. That's caused a drop in the amount of available units for the cryptocurrency. Okay, so what does that actually mean? Well, this means that all of these tokens are theoretically priced into the market at the moment. And if I go over to the Etherscan site, bear with me a second, you can actually see the fully diluted market cap is somewhere in the region of $25 billion. That means all 100 billion tokens have a value of $25 billion. Okay, what that's done now is that 25 billion is now only worth the same as 30 billion units. Okay, so the compression of that capital into that space, into the 30 billion units, is going to cause the price to appreciate dramatically. Okay, and this is a supply and demand situation. There's also the evidence of FOMO coming into the market, with people realizing this and buying more, okay, and holding their coins because they want to obviously make the maximal return. But that is essentially it. You're going to get the entire fully diluted market cap being available only in the 24 to 30 billion tokens that are currently going to exist. Okay, it's the largest token burn in history. We can actually see it starting to happen here on Etherscan. So they've already burnt 59 billion tokens, 59 billion 643 million tokens, and that's going to continue for the foreseeable future until we get to only 30 billion left. Now, there are some doubters. There are some people saying, well, how are they going to pay the interest? How are they going to, do the reward tokens? Effectively, this ecosystem has just got a lot smaller because it was too large in the first place. 100 billion tokens is the size of Ripple, for example, and at $3 that was 130 billion market cap. Okay, that was a huge market capitalization for the cryptocurrency. What can we expect from the market cap of Crypto.com coin now? Well, we can look at comparable cryptocurrencies and see where we are. Okay, so a comparable cryptocurrency would be Cardano, okay, which has currently been on a very, very dramatic bull run all the way to its all-time high, up to around about $1.18 recently. Okay, but notice it's got 45 billion tokens against a circulating supply of 32 billion tokens. Okay, so the fundamentals now are actually better for Crypto.com token than they are for Cardano. And if we kind of ignore the backgrounds of the development of Cardano and the development of Crypto.com coin, which I would say is relatively similar, depending on which camp you fall into. Okay, some people see Cardano as an Ethereum threat, which Crypto.com doesn't necessarily have, but then Crypto.com has the infrastructure of an exchange, of a decentralized token, etc. And, was very, very favorable until management decided to make some dramatic changes, and the coin kind of fell out of favor. But notice, the token is $1. Okay, Cardano is currently $1, and it has a market cap of $31.5 billion, which is very, very close to the Crypto.com fully diluted market capitalization. Okay, so if you see here, we just need another $6 million to be entered into the market, $6 billion, I should say, to actually bring that market capitalization up towards where Cardano is and actually have a dollar for Crypto.com token. So that's what I'm actually looking for. I'm looking for this to hit $1, probably between now and when the mainnet launches, which is on the 25th of March. Okay, now people are slowly realizing this, and they are looking at the price and thinking, oh, well, I don't really want to buy at the all-time high. This is going to set a new all-time high. Crypto.com token technically moves with Bitcoin in the past and has had quite a high correlation with Bitcoin, and it hasn't really been moving too much against Bitcoin, but we've actually got a situation here where it has created a new all-time high today. It's currently around about that all-time high at $0.265 US. It's probably going to oscillate around here because on the technical level, the US dollar terms, it's telling us to take profit around the 28 cents region. Okay, but that's a very short term trading perspective. I would expect this to start to extend dramatically towards the $0.50 region, okay, and then we'll have a situation like we've seen numerous times with various other cryptocurrencies, Ripple, for example, Cardano, any major cryptocurrency project that's been in the top 10 previously usually has quite a dramatic price movement when things change or when bullish news comes out. There's a better way to actually identify this, okay, and that is to use the Bitcoin price, okay. So you can see that the 200-day EMA at the moment is acting as resistance, okay. If we clear that, then the sky is the limit, basically, okay. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for between 2,100 Satoshi to 2,600 Satoshi, and if I just do a very quick back of the envelope calculation, we can see that 2,100 Satoshi is approximately $1.16. Okay, so I would expect within the next 6 weeks to see Crypto.com token arrive between $1 to $1.40. Okay, now it gets even easier to calculate that without using technical analysis. If we look at the current fully diluted market cap, which I've done, 25 billion, and the market supply 100 billion, we can calculate the price, which is 25 cents. Okay, that's where we are at the moment. The new market cap is going to be higher than 25 billion, okay, but it's only going to have 30 billion tokens. Okay, so we've got $25 billion divided by 30 billion tokens, which gives us a price, a minimum baseline price based on fundamentals of 83 cents. Okay, so that's where I wouldn't take, that's where I expect the price to go before I take any profit off the table at all. Okay, that's just a tokenomics projection, okay, of where the price theoretically should start to move to based on these fundamentals. Now there will be obviously buying and selling in that movement, and I wouldn't expect this price to move there within the next 24 hours or so, but over the course of the next few weeks, maybe before mainnet launch in March, we should see the price appreciate to around the 80-cent range all the way through to the dollar range. There's likely to be quite a lot of resistance at the dollar region. Okay, so I would, if you're trading this short term, I recommend setting a limit around the dollar mark. Okay, if you're staking it, it's obviously a little bit different, but what I'm essentially saying is that this price is going to be substantiated for the long term now, because there are going to be fewer and fewer people who want to sell out their cryptocurrency as it climbs, and also as it climbs, it also gains the attention of other people who want to come into the ecosystem and own CRO token. I should also say the fundamentals have changed for the card ownership as well. Okay, so we now have a situation where it is pegged to the US dollar or a stable coin. So, for example, the top tier is going to be $50,000 worth of CRO. So you're not actually using CRO as a token, and when the price appreciates, you need to theoretically put more fiat currency in it to own a card. It's actually going to be pegged to the US dollar, which means, again, the sky is the limit for the CRO token because the price can appreciate dramatically. And when we get to a certain height, I estimate that certain people will sell out of their stakes and maybe restake utilizing the new staking criteria. Okay, so say for example, Crypto.com coin goes to $2 and you currently own 100,000, but you only need $50,000 to own the card. You could theoretically liquidate your stake and only use a quarter of it to buy back. Okay, that will probably be something that happens over the course of the next year or so as Crypto.com coin climbs dramatically, but obviously we're a long way off from that yet. So what would I do if I owned some Crypto.com coin now? I would sit tight. I would hold on to it. I would potentially buy some more. I bought some more this morning. I bought some 21,000 additional tokens this morning, around about 22 cents. I would buy more as long as we're under 50 cents, okay, targeting that 83-cent movement. You can use leverage if you wish. This is probably one of the only opportunities that there are for, a certain trade, or as certain as trading can be given this current scenario. We've had a lot of other coins escalate, and people are very, very primed psychologically for taking risks at the moment with cryptocurrency because they've been kind of psychologically conditioned into it over the past 3 months or so, what with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, etc., all climbing massively over the course of the last 3 months. Pretty much name a cryptocurrency that's got a lifespan longer than 12 months and it has risen dramatically. Syscoin, for example, Dragon Chain, for example, are all very, very high. Crypto.com is just now going to catch up, and because of its fundamentals, because of its user base, 6 to 7 million people now using the token, we are going to see a mass increase in the amount of capital which is behind the token, and obviously a mass decrease of the number of units that the token is allocated to. Okay, so that capital is going to push the price up, as I say, to somewhere between 0.83 and potentially as high, if I look at a very bullish scenario in Bitcoin, as 2,630. So assuming that Bitcoin stays the same price, and that is quite an assumption at the moment, judging where it is, it's around about the $55,000 region at the moment, we should see the price of CRO token theoretically start to climb towards 2,600, which if I just input here, is around about $1.43. So in my terms, I'm targeting £1, okay, because roughly $1.43 is basically equivalent to £1. There we go. Yep, okay, because the dollar rate at the moment is quite good against the pound if you own pounds and want to buy dollars. So theoretically, we're targeting a movement to £1 in GBP, ultimately, if we do see it break out and perform a spectacular move. Alternatively, we're looking for 2,100 Satoshi, which is around about $1.16, which is roughly going to be around about 80 pence. Yeah, okay. So theoretically, we should see $1 to $1.50 for CRO over the course of the next 6 weeks to 2 months. And if you want to lock in some profits along the way, which I would recommend, I would start doing that around about the 83-cent region. Major resistance levels are 85 cents to 80 cents, then $95 to $1.05, and then around about $1.30 to $1.40. Those are the three major resistance levels that I would isolate in trading this and taking profits off the table. I hope you've enjoyed this update video, and if you'd like me to analyze any particular cryptocurrency on your behalf, please let me know in the comments below, or any other crypto project. If you'd like to sign up for Crypto.com, please use the referral link in the links below in the description. We both get $25 of CRO completely for free. You help support the channel, and you also get a little bit of a bonus in a cryptocurrency that I think is going to explode over the course of the next 6 to 8 weeks. But otherwise, as always, happy trading. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to get $25 of CRO completely for free, please sign up to Crypto.com using our referral link in the description on this video. We also get $25 of CRO to keep this channel operating. The Crypto Professor likes feedback. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. If you'd like more of the same, please don't forget to subscribe. Or if you have questions, please post them in the comments and I'll endeavour to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.